Okay, so let's get started. Let's open Ableton Live. Here we go. We're opening up. Great. Okay. Now we're going to try and make a organ type synth. So let's open Operator and see how we go. So here we can see Operator has opened up on the first MIDI channel that's available for us. And let's get started. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to change our algorithm, which is down here. And we're going to move up and click to the additive/subtractive algorithm, which is this one here, which gives us 4 carriers for our sound. So let's have a listen to our sound to start with. Okay, I'll click on the first operator shell and we can see that we've got a sine wave here. I'm going to click to open up the menu here and I'm going to move to a triangle sound. Okay, cool. So there we go, we can hear that. It's a nice clean kind of tone. Now I'm going to move to the next shell, which is shell number B here, or shell letter B here. I'll click to the envelope section. Now if I right click, we can actually copy from oscillator A or even copy the envelope from oscillator A. I'm going to copy from oscillator A completely. So now we've got 2 of them. 2 oscillators, both of them displaying our triangle. Okay. So that's thickened up the sound a little bit. Let's adjust the fine tuning on that. Great, so now you can hear we've got a little bit of phasing happening. So we're looking for that kind of phase sound. Just going to go back to A again and I'm going to adjust our envelope here because right now we're just on and off. So what I'd like to do, and I'll just turn B off so we just hear the one, is I'm going to go here and adjust this so we've got a little bit of time. There we go. So I've adjusted the attack, take us out to 19.5 milliseconds, in fact a little bit further. There we are, 33.9, and that gives us a nice little bit of delay in the attack. Now I'm going to go to the release at the other end here. There's a little bit of hangover there. Great. So I quite like that. Now what I'm going to do is also pull down now sustain a little bit. So now our sound is a little more mellow. You can hear it just peaks up a little bit here, and then we have that little dip here when we go into the sustain section. So now I'm going to turn A on again, and I'm going to right click in the envelope section, and I'm going to copy envelope from oscillator A. So now you can see the envelope's the same. Let's play a chord. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to get a little bit of low end into this. So how I'm going to do this is we're going to click on C. We're going to right click and copy the envelope. So now we've got the same envelope. Keep it on the sine wave here, and I'm going to drop the coarse down. Let's see what we get. Turn the volume up. Great. So now we're sounding like a nice little organ sound there. And lastly, I'm just going to add a little bit of buzz into this with our top oscillator here. So once again, we're going to copy the envelope, but this time I'm going to introduce kind of a buzzier sound. I might go for a square. We'll try a square 8. Bring that up a little bit. I'll turn the others off so you can hear that one. Let's go for something a little more aggressive than that. Square 16. Cool. Just turn the volume of that down a little bit. There we go. Great, so now we've got a nice little sound in there. Let's go and make a few more adjustments. So first up, I'm going to go to our filter section here and click on our filter, and you can see we can click on the little square there and we can adjust our filter. So let's have a listen to what that sounds like. Great. Now I'm going to get a little bit of movement in there by adjusting the filter envelope. So the first thing that we need to remember about when we adjust our filter envelope is that we actually need to give the envelope an amount that it's going to be affected. So here we can see we've got this envelope percentage. If we push that up to 100%, which is specifically for demonstration purposes because we'll be bringing it back down, let's have a listen to what happens. Hear that little peaking sound we've got at the start there. So let's adjust this a little bit. Maybe here there's a little, like a little whippy sound at the end. Just listen when I release. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll adjust the filter out. That way when we release, the filter will release at the same rate as our envelope. Let's pull that out a little bit more. There we go, nice and subtle. Okay, I'm going to pull that down to around 75%. Great. Now let's just add, for the last section, well, let's just add a little bit of vibrato effect. So here we're going to go up to our LFO, our low frequency oscillator, and by default it's turned on to our destination. The destination A is turned on to our oscillators, so we don't want to do that. What we'd rather do is try that on our filter here. Yeah, that's not what we want. Let's take it down a little bit. Now let's turn the amount down. Great, so we've got that nice little shimmery kind of effect there now with our sound. Now if we wanted our LFO to come in a little bit more subtlety, could bring it back. There we go. And there you have it. We now have a nice, simple little organ sound. So I'm going to rename this one and call it Shimmer Organ. And once I've done that, I'm going to drop that up into my user library and pop it in here. And now I'll be able to find that next time I feel like playing a Shimmer organ. There we go. Hope you've enjoyed that, and we'll see you for the next lesson.